Did you get any success mantra here from all these stories? Okay.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Work hard.
Work hard. Teamwork. Okay.
Don't lose the hope.
Don't lose the passion.
Don't lose the passion.
Don't lose your believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. Very good. Right?
Don't lose your hopes.
Don't lose your hope. Love yourself. Okay. Then anything else?
Dream big.
Dream big. How big? Okay. I want to club all these things that you are saying. I'll club into one word, that is again attitude. I brought this book, Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller. This person here in this whole book has given certain chapters, and the crux of all these chapters is a good positive attitude. Here I'll be just giving you the headlines of the points he has given in this book, so that if you are taking some good message from here, I hope this book, at least for some of you, might be a life changer book. Okay. The first thing he says is attitude is your window to the world. Attitude is your window to the world. What he means is, I'll narrate by an example. When a child is born, an infant is born, and when after 6-8 months he tries to walk, he falls down many times. When he walks, he falls down many times. My question is, does he blame the carpet? Does he blame the floor? Does he blame the parents because he's falling down? Does the child do that? No. What the child do is, he stand up, again start walking, again falls, again stand up, start walking, but he never blames anything or any person for his falling. Okay, so that means from childhood we were not having any assumptions. We were never criticized. Okay, the window that we were seeing the world through was very clear. We never blamed anybody. But then what happened? Later years we grew up, and then yes, there were people, there were people who criticized us for why you're doing this, why you're doing that. There were times where we were rejected for our ideas, we were rejected for whatever things, sometimes rejected by friends, by relatives, by parents, by teachers, and then came the prejudices in us. Okay, that means the window was getting blurred, unclear. As in your building, you can see the windows from outside, the dirt gets on the window, and what happens is the view gets blocked, more blurred. Okay, similar is the way how we are seeing the world, the attitude. What is happening with us is day by day we are not clearing that window from outside. Okay, now so what is happening? Our attitude is kind of becoming negative towards things. The perception is changing. What we can do is clean the window from outside. The moment you clean the window from outside, you will be able to see things clearly. Correct? You will be able to see the view very far, clearly. That means the first thing that the author here says is, keep your window clean every time. And as a person, God has given you this opportunity to change yourself. You can do it. Okay? The second thing he says is, you are a human magnet. Human magnet, that means we become what we think about. Everything that you are in your life is the outcome of your thought. You all are here in this class because once you thought of enrolling yourself here, once you thought of enrolling yourself in BBA or BCom curriculum, and you ended up choosing this institute, so how you came here? Because of your thought. Some time back, some years back, this thought came in your mind that brought you here. So, as we are seeing success, we have seen many stories. Walt Disney, we have seen. Gordon Ramsay, we have seen. Okay, what these people, and of course the South Korean, I'm not missing Zena, the South Korean band, okay, BTS band, of course they had this thought, no? They have seen this, some thought came in their mind that one day I will become so and so person. Without thought, you cannot ever achieve anything that you want. So always focus on what kind of thoughts are going in your mind. Is it a positive thought or a negative thought? Because continuous negative thought will definitely lead to you in that direction. Continuous positive thought will definitely lead to other direction. So it is always and will be always your thought that will decide where you will land up. Okay. Next is picture your success, as we saw the third point, visualization, that Amina said today. Okay. Picture your success means you have to visualize in your mind. Like suppose if I'm giving you an example, I'll tell you all, just visualize an image of elephant. Can everyone do it right now? Yes. Now visualize that elephant in pink color. Can everyone do it now in mind? Yes, you are able to do. That means you people can visualize anything. So if you want to become a successful person, you can even visualize yourself being in that position sometime. And once you start, that it's like your own movie, you know, become the star of your own movie, become the celebrity. Okay, I am the actor, I am the lead role of my movie, and this is my movie, and the way you are thinking the stories, the co-actors in your movie could be your friends, could be your relatives, could be your family. You can visualize your story. And as you visualize your story, you will see that you are moving towards that path. Okay, visualization will only take you somewhere. If you don't visualize, if you are blank, if nothing is going inside your mind, you will reach nowhere. Clear? So next is visualization, and then make a commitment and you will move mountains. The thing is, I am visualizing the story. Oh wow, I am the celebrity of a movie, and 5 years down the line, I am seeing myself doing this. But the thing is, are you committed enough to fulfill that visualization? Visualization will only tell you that you want to become this, and you want to see yourself doing this. But the way, the connecting dot is when you are committed towards it. And commitment means if it takes 5 years to do that thing, every day, every single morning I'll wake up and do this thing for 5 continuous years till I reach there. That is commitment. Commitment is not like, okay, I'm having a positive thought maybe for 10 minutes in a day, but then rest of the day I am bombarded with all the negative thoughts. No, that is not commitment we're talking about. If you are committed enough, you know, the mountain will appear like a speed breaker to you. If you are not committed enough, one speed breaker will look like a mountain and you will never be able to succeed there. So always it starts with the clearing of your window, with the proper commitment, okay, with the proper thought and visualization. The next part in this book, he says that your words blaze a trail. Words that we speak to ourselves is very important. You know, there are many people, you know, who say, like I myself say, you know, I'm not good at mechanical things. Anything that is constrained with mechanical, anything that needs some kind of tools, equipments to join the things, I'm not good at it. And I never touch that thing. We order a furniture, suppose, and the furniture comes, but it comes with a sheet also. And in the sheet, the instructions are given, join this, and the furniture will be made. But in my mind, it is so very clear to me that this job is not for me. I cannot do this. And I have been telling this whole my lifetime that this kind of mechanical job is not made for me. And you know what happened now? This thought has become a belief for me that I will never be able to do such thing. I am always dependent on someone else to do that kind of thing. For me, it is a mechanical thing. For you, it could be anything. And we all have one or two such kind of things that we are always dependent on. We don't want to do that because we are very much convinced that this is not my thing. Okay, so words play again an important role. What you are speaking to yourself. Someone says, oh, I am not good in accounts. Accounts I cannot clear. Accounts is not my subject. I believe that you are not capable enough of doing accounts. For some, mathematics is not my forte. I am not good at this. For some, being creative is not my forte. I cannot think creatively. Give me instructions, I will do it. I can't think creatively. I am not an artistic person. So why these feelings are coming? Why am I so sure about this? Because somehow back, if you go back, you have been training your brain. You are giving instructions to your brain that this is not my thing. I am not good at doing this thing. Okay, so words play a very important role. If you want to be successful, change the words that you are saying to yourself. The words will eventually change your belief, belief will change your thought, and in turn it will change your attitude. And definitely if these people like Jay Shetty, we are talking about him, he was a spoiled person. He could have nearly ended his life by that. But then what he did was, a life-changing event happened in his life, and he told himself, oh, no, this is not how I want to lead the life. I have to become someone else, something else. And for that he showed the commitment. As you said, 3 to 5 years, he followed a particular kind of routine. That was a commitment. Today we know him. by his work. Today, why we know him? Because back he had that in mind. So words are very powerful, the one you're speaking to yourself and also the one you're speaking to others. Words play an important role. Then is how are you? If I give you a question, I'm just asking you a question. How are you today? Fine, thank you. How are you today? Good.
Good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm super excited, thoroughly liking the program. How are you? When I ask this question, I can get three kinds of answer. One is negative, boring, fed up, tired. One answer I can get is like fine, okay, as usual. And then one answer is good, super, full of energy, enthusiastic. There could be three different kind of answers that I can get from how are you. If I say, yeah, it's okay, I'm tired, boring as usual, what kind of energy I'm giving you? Would you like to be with a person who constantly gives you a kind of negative vibe? And if I say, oh wow, how are you? Good. How are you? I'm good. She is smiling. She likes this kind of energy. If even she's tired, she will feel happy for a moment. Okay? How are you is very important. It tells us about the people, how they are leading their life, how they are thinking. This shows their attitude. If you're constantly meeting with people, who is saying that life is not good, life is like a hell, please change the company. Trust me, change the company. Or change yourself. I'm good. I'm super. I'm filled with energy. Yeah, what a nice day. Be with people who gives you this kind of energy. Remove toxic people from your life. Because toxic people means people having the negative attitude. Toxic people will bring toxic in you also. Is it clear? So again, this all how you're thinking. Okay, even as you see, even a person, we have seen examples here today. They went through struggle in their childhood, such a bad childhood. Then also they came up with a positive attitude because they decided that I won't be repenting my life. Okay, they decided I'll change my situation, I'll become a positive person, I'll be someone who people will be looking to. As you see, the chef, he had a very bad history. With his father, with his mother, with his brother. He could easily complain about life. That life is not fair to him. And he could easily justify that why he is today because of the childhood he had went through. But no, he decided to become one of the best chef, and not only the best chef, he also decided to become a loving family member for his family. Because he saw the suffering, he decided to change it. It was his attitude towards life. Okay, so no matter however the bad attitude you are going through, bad situation you are going through, you can always be positive about it. There are people who see problems in everything, and then there are people who see opportunities in everything. Okay, so problems will definitely come. You have to decide, be with a positive person, find a new habit. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Again, there are people, you meet them, every time, oh my god, my aunt, every time I meet her, she's like full of problems. Every problem is happening with her only. There are people we meet. They could be relatives, they could be friends, but we have those people in our life. Every time I'm going and like she's having a problem, either she's not well, either something happened to her. It's like life is tough only for her. And at certain point, you just don't want to meet that relative. Because you don't feel good. Every time you feel like she's complaining. Okay? So stop complaining in whatever situation you're stuck in. Whatever situation you're stuck in, stop complaining. Change your attitude. Be positive. Be positive means think positive. Only if you start thinking positive, you can change the situation. Otherwise, lifelong you will complain. That is always an option with you. Always either complain, keep complaining in your life till you die, or take the charge of your life, change it, build a positive attitude. Again, that thing remains with you. Choice is always yours. Okay? Associate with positive people. As I already said, the toxic people will bring toxic to you. So I won't emphasize more on this point. Confront your fears and grow. There is no one in this world who is not fearful. No single person in this world who is not fearful. We all have certain kind of fears. Your fear and my fear might be different, but definitely we all are having that fear. But the thing is, many of us don't want to see that fear. We try to escape. We don't want to believe that. We don't want it to come to us. But until and unless you won't confront your fear, you cannot grow. Your fear will tell you how you are as a person. Sometimes this kind of negative situation in life tells you more about yourself that you don't know. They tell you whether you are capable enough to face it, whether you are having strength or not, how you are reacting in such situations. So let fear come, confront it, and then see how you grow. That is again a positive attitude if you keep, that let the fear come. Okay? Get out there and fail. No problem. Fail as many times as possible, but never stop. Because when you fail sometimes, then only you will taste that, bitterness. That what happens when you fail. And then when you fail, that fail is an experience to you that tells you how to move further. Never take failure personally. Never get offended by failure. Never let people tell you that you are a failure. There are people who will tell you you are a loser, you are a failure, you are good for nothing, you can't even speak, you don't know how to address people. No, doesn't matter. It's not wrong to fail, it's good you fail. If you fail sometimes, then only you will be able to, come out of it. Failure teaches you a lot of things. Failure teaches you the experience, gives you the experience. So it's good to fail and then grow. But whenever you fail, keep that positive attitude in you. Always keep the positive attitude. Less knowledge is okay, but a positive attitude will give you the success. It's okay if you know less than others. It's totally okay. It's totally fine. You don't have to be an encyclopedia for getting the success. But your attitude with others and with yourself will only determine how successful you are in personal life, in professional life. Okay? And the last, networking. Networking gives you the result. What happens is, suppose today I am a successful person, but if I want to be successful in a grand level, I need people. I cannot be successful alone. Correct? I cannot be successful alone. I need people. So networking is important. Again, personal life, networking with friends, with relatives, with whatever people you are dealing with in personal level and professional also. Networking is very important. We tend to forget this networking part. Once you are in the path of success, network with people, good people, positive energy, good people. You have to network, because with networking only your success will increase. Otherwise, stagnation will come. So these are in brief the points that this author is trying to make. He has given a lot of examples here, personal example as well as many other examples. I'm not quoting the examples. My purpose here was just to brief you with all these points here, because the theme was success, and I felt that this is a good book to discuss here. Okay, thank you everyone for listening it.